Yo, this is another episode of Drinks with Jinx. This is the podcast where we chill, we conversate, and we drink. Today, I got a Hall of Famer, a rock and roll Hall of Famer. He is the one and only DJ Yella.
Wow.
From the world's most dangerous group, N.W.A.
How you doing?
How you doing, brother?
I'm good.
It's a blessing to have you, man. It's a
an
pleasure.
honor.
Thank you, man.
I'm honored.
Thank you. It is a blessing,
I mean,
man.
like I was telling you earlier, I honor all the podcast, whatever I do, because without the fans, we wouldn't be here talking.
Right.
Not at all.
Right. That's true. That's true. So how you doing, man? How's
Good.
life treating you?
Oh, great.
That's
Great.
good. That's
Great.
good. That's good. I see you still DJing.
Yeah, I've been blessed to be DJing for the past 4 years. I DJed in 100 countries.
Right.
Not cities, countries. I mean, Vietnam, Korea, Asia. You pick a place, spin a map, pick it. I've been there.
Wow.
Bali, Sri Lanka,
Wow.
Amsterdam, Greece,
Wow, man.
Helsinki.
Wow. Yeah. Damn, man.
Oh yeah.
I ain't been to none of them places. Yeah, I need to get my vacation game up. I mean, I barely got a passport about 3 months ago.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
I done filled one up and I had to get a new one.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Damn, man. That's right. That's right. So, where are you originally from?
From the city of Compton.
Okay. How was it growing up around those times?
You know
in
something?
Compton.
It wasn't gangs or none of that stuff. But I grew up, I had fun as a child.
Right.
Even though we was poor, or po, as I would say, P-O.
Right.
But I had fun, you know, because we played in the street, rode bikes, did all this stuff, you know, what they don't do these days.
Right.
You know, but we had to create stuff. You know, we wasn't no internet, none of that back then.
Right.
Barely cartoons on the TV.
Right. Right. Right.
So we had to create back then.
I see. Now, how did you meet Dre, Q, Brand, and Easy?
Well, I was in a group called the World Class Wrecking Crew.
Right.
I was a DJ in the club called the Ear After Dark. And then I was there about 2 years. Then Dre came into the picture because he came in, somebody from the neighborhood brought him in to battle me.
Right.
You know, because I was like at the time, was the top DJ.
Right.
You know, I'm like, skinny kid.
Yeah.
Do we know who I am?
Right.
I'm like, he must not know.
Right.
You know, we laughed about it and joked about it. We never battled,
Right.
but we became like that,
Right.
like instantly. That bond was there, like brothers.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
That's a beautiful thing, man. Let me ask you, how is it being in the studio with Dre? Like that energy.
I mean, we done the Wrecking Crew. We did most of the Ruthless stuff. We were just like a team.
Right.
You know, we don't have to speak too much. You can just think, okay, let me run down there and let me program this machine. Let me do this. I go up there, record. You know, mostly me and him was in the studio most of the time. And then when it's time for the lyrics or something, then everybody come. DLC came in later. Then E didn't write his own. Ren and Q wrote most of
With the vocalists,
Yeah.
the rappers, right?
wrote most of E's lyrics back then.
Right.
Until the DLC came in,
Okay.
and E started liking his just a little bit better.
Okay.
Because it was his style.
Right.
So, but in the studio, it was more like a family. It wasn't chaotic. It wasn't a bunch of drinking, smoking. Nah, it wasn't none of that.
Right.
It was serious business, making songs, back
Making
then.
records.
We didn't know they was gonna be hits,
Right.
but we were just making songs. What we at the time is what we loved.
Man. Now, something that I didn't know about you was that you actually used to play the drums.
Yeah. I played drums on each album. DLC's
Wow.
album, Straight Outta Compton, Easy's first album. One song I just played the drums. And I never been taught how to play. When I was little, I used to hear my brother and this little band in there playing. And I'm just like, I could do that. And then one day when they not in there, or days when they not in there, I just go in there and just get on the drums.
Yeah.
And just play the drums.
So you just picked it up like that?
Yeah.
Just picked up the talent?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't have to
Nothing.
be trained or coached or taught or
Just
nothing?
Got on the drums and boom.
Wow.
Because the drums is the heart of the song.
Yeah.
It's
For
definitely the
sure.
harder the song.
For sure.
Even though nowadays they're not playing it no more. They
Right.
you know,
Digitally and
yeah. But it's the soul of the song.
Right. Man, that's deep, man.
Yeah.
Man. And now also I found out that as a teen you used to work at the taco shop.
Yeah. Taco Bell.
Oh,
On
it was Taco
Crenshaw.
Bell.
On Crenshaw.
What?
Yeah.
Man, let me-
And I was in the 12th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, I think. I
Right.
worked there for a year.
What?
I hated it, but but that was my job. You know,
I feel you.
I've worked ever since 9th grade because we was poor. So by the time I got to 9th grade, I had to start buying my own school clothes and stuff like that. So I always worked.
Man.
Always.
Well, let me tell you something. I actually worked at Taco Bell as well.
Really?
When I was 16.
Wow.
I worked for 4 years at Taco Bell.
Oh, wow.
4 years, and I hated every single day.
I hated
working
the
it.
smell.
I hated
when
that
you go
meat.
home and
that ground beef smell.
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
wasn't even all beef. It was like soy meat
Yeah.
or something, you know. So yeah, I used to go home and and it was hard to like wash that shit out your polos. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Even if you would have to kind of wash it twice.
Yeah.
Just to get that odor.
It's
out
just
of it.
that the grease.
Yes.
And it just,
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah,
couldn't
man.
stand it.
Yeah, I couldn't stand it either, man. How did you and the rest of the group come up with the name NWA?
You know, I found out recently in the early 2000s that a group that I worked on called Yomo and Markey, he came up with NWA. I did not know that until me, Yomo, and Dre was, standing together talking, and he mentioned it. And I was like, I didn't know that.
Right.
I thought Cube or Dre or somebody else came, and it was a guy named Yomo that came up with the initials, NWA, and the words for it, and everything. I was like, wow, really?
Man. So like after you guys, started making all these hit records and stuff like that, and you get your deal and you're traveling the world. You're on cloud 9.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We didn't think of it as Cloud 9, but we was, because we came from the Wrecking Crew. That was a couple of years making records and stuff like that, doing shows. To me, when I was DJing or when we were DJing in the club, it felt more like a star.
Right.
It was just club every Friday night, Saturday night.
Right.
But then when we got to the group and started making hits, even though we never thought of that, it just, because we was coming out, you think about it, the span for Ruthless was 4 years.
Yeah.
That's all it was. And it was just hit after hit after hit. It wasn't time to really think about it. And we still had to put a tour in there for 40 shows. So Cube left after the first half. It just, we were just coming back to back to back to back. Everything Ruthless put out was hits, platinum, double platinum. And it was like the new Motown.
Right.
Definitely was the new Motown.
Man. So how was that though, man? Like traveling the world. Being
we didn't travel not really the world. We only did the States.
Okay.
We went to London, and that was after Cube left.
Oh.
That's it. 2 shows in London.
Okay.
But it was, I guess we had been doing it for so long, doing shows, traveling. Even in the Wrecking Crew, we were doing shows with Salt and Pepper, all the big people at that time.
At that time. Right.
So once we got in NWA started, it's no big thing. We done this. We've been doing this.
Right.
So it just flowed, and we just stayed in the studio, hits after hit, and that was how it was.
Man, crazy. Let's talk about the book you have.
Mm-hmm.
What inspired you to write this book, to put this out from your side of the story, I guess you can say, or just
something was so crazy. It was during the whole pandemic. Was about 2 years, a year and a half. And God just told me to write the book. I have never opened a novel, any autobiography, nothing.
Right.
I never read a book before, except in school. You do 1 to 12.
Right.
That's it. You don't read books.
Right.
Not in them days.
Right.
So I never read a book. I don't know nothing. He gave it to me, and I just started from 5 years old all the way to 2020, and it just went all in order and very detailed.
Man.
I mean, I'm like, how can I detail of everything? You know, from the Wrecking Crew to NWA, Cube leaving, Dre leaving, Easy's funeral, and keep on going.
Talking about Easy's funeral, you were the only NWA member at Easy's funeral. Is that correct? Is that accurate?
I hate to say that, but that's the truth.
Man.
I mean, I was just like, oh, and it was like a show itself,
right?
Just like crazy back then because the internet wasn't big, but so you had to be physical big,
right?
All the news cameras and it's crazy. I remember us rolling the casket out. They wanted me to be in the front. Okay,
right.
As soon as I opened the door, it was like a movie, slow motion, and all cameras just click, click, click.
Damn.
I was just like,
wow.
I mean, at that time, it was probably one of the biggest, funerals that people just wanted to be there. Now it's on TV and it's no big thing. But back then, it was something else.
Wow, that's a crazy experience, man.
Oh yeah.
Do you think? Well, should I say, how accurate do you feel that the NWA movie was?
I would say about 70-75%
Of being accurate?
Yeah, because different stuff happened at different times. They had to combine it. Plus, they didn't get everybody's story in it. It's all kind of. They had to make it look more than what it was. Like the Detroit scene where they ran us off the stage. They actually ran us off the stage, but we ran back to the hotel.
Right.
We didn't run into the police and chase us and throw them and arrest it. Nah.
Right.
All we got was a $150 citation.
Oh, that's
and then we had to sign some autographs.
Right. Yeah, that's cool.
So it had the Hollywood rise.
Right.
The movie a little bit.
Right.
It's just Hollywood.
Right. Man, that's cool, man. That's cool. You what's some of the artists back then that you guys would have liked to work with or didn't have a chance to work with that you wish you could have worked with back then?
Well, we really never thought about working with other artists. We
like
just,
features or anything like that? Or collaborations back then?
Back then, that wasn't a thing.
Right.
Like nowadays, that's all they do.
Yeah.
There's no more groups. We just did our Ruthless stuff. Dre did the Michelle A. Dre did the DOC album.
Right.
He asked me to go to the DOC because we had just finished Straight Outta Compton on the Friday.
Right.
Then on Monday, okay, I'm going to the studio with Doc. I'm like, I'm not going.
Right.
So I said, I'm good.
Right.
Because Dre like to work. Me, I like to work, play,
Right.
relax.
Yeah.
Maybe get back to work.
Right. But he's just constantly.
Constantly. Yeah.
Man.
Oh, yeah. But we did more shows, live shows, in the Wrecking Crew days than in NWA. Because we only did one tour. That was it. We only did one tour. Salt and Pepper was supposed to be on our tour, but they somehow didn't make it. So they put Kid in Play. They put Too Short.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, no, it was nice tour. Oh, yeah.
How was that, man?
That was fun. 40 days, 40 nights, 40,
Right, that part. Yeah, that part. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. How was how did you take it, man, when the whole group split up?
I look at it a couple of different ways. First, Cube left.
Right.
Like, okay. Then Dre called me the morning when he was leaving. He called me and said, hey, I'm gone. I'm like,
really?
Then he said, yeah, I'm out of here. I said, and I didn't give him an answer.
Right.
Do you know when I gave him the answer?
When?
2019.
What? Damn.
That's when I answered him. Because I didn't have an answer.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm good with Dre. I'm good with E.
Right.
But
Because I know you and Dre met first, right? And you guys were like brothers in the world.
Yeah,
class,
and then
you met E.
Dre had
later
already
on.
knew E
Right.
from his old neighborhood.
Right.
And they all came in, the Cube and all them.
Right. But you built a brotherhood with Easy too.
Yeah.
So now you were kind of in a situation, kind of touring between
Catch-22.
Catch-22 between the
what it
rock
was.
and the hard place.
So what I did,
Right.
I didn't answer him. But I ended up getting pushed to E.
Okay.
yes, I should have left with Dre, but it was just like, oh,
Tough situation.
But, so I didn't answer nothing
Yeah.
until 2019. I told him, I said, I didn't answer. I was naive. I really didn't know what was going on at the time.
Right.
Because I put it like this. What group breaks up when they just shipped gold out the box?
Right.
This was in the late 80s.
Mhm.
Or no, 91.
91. Yeah.
No other group did that in hip hop. You ship gold out the box. We number one on the Billboard, then the group dissolves. They usually break up when it's at the bottom. You're trying to find a hit, or
Exactly.
you went through a couple of albums that didn't do nothing.
Right.
We did 2 albums. That's
Man.
it. 2 albums and 1 EP in the middle. But I tell people this: the group. This is the group. The 5 right here is the circle.
Mm-hmm.
No problems, no arguments, no issues. It's the circle on the outside that sticks their nose, sticks their finger, whatever they did. That's what dissolved the group.
Right.
It wasn't, eat after you. Never, none of that. None of that.
So there was never no inside issues.
No.
It was only
The
outside sources.
Outside, looking in the window,
Right. Trying to
seeing
poke
what they
inside.
can get.
Right.
And that's what did it. That's what drove Cube away, and then Dre.
Man.
But think about this too.
Mm-hmm.
Cube had to leave to get where he going.
Yeah.
Dre had to leave to get where he got.
Yeah.
And think about this. The group had to break up. To come back 30 years later, #1 movie, Hall of Fame, in all the music, reselling like it's the old days.
Yeah.
So it had to break up. It didn't break up when it was washed up. It broke up at the top.
Right.
I don't know no other groups that broke up #1 on the Billboard.
Man. And you guys were in your prime still.
We were
Like you were just getting
Yes.
started. I mean, only 2 albums in.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So for that to happen like that at that time.
Yeah. That's
You know-
that's why I knew. Now I know it had to break up
Yeah.
just to keep it on pause. 30 years go by
Right.
and the movie come. The #1 musical
Right.
into the last one, Rap City or whatever just came out, but it was #1.
Right.
I'm just like,
Man.
oh yeah. it's
Do
just-
do you think things would have maybe been different if, let's say, Dre and Easy could have came up to some type of agreement, just sit down and talk and try to work something out?
That's the first time I had that question. That's a good question. I mean, me personally, it had to go the way it went in history. He passed away. Dre left, Q left. It had to all happen
That way.
for whatever reason, just to come back. We talking about a group that made 2 albums 30 years ago. And
that's the thing that's crazy is because you guys were in your prime. It's not like, you've had 7, 8, 9 records and it's at the bottom of your careers and now you split up and now everybody's solo dolo doing their own thing. Because that's how it happened with a lot of boy group bands, right?
Oh, yeah.
The group breaks up. Now the main singer, with the vocalist, he comes out with his album. Now he's popping. No, you guys are in your prime, on top of the world.
Yeah. I mean,
That is the first time in, I think, just not hip hop.
Yeah, all
music
kind of-
history in all genres. Period.
Yeah. I've been trying to figure it out. I'm like, what other group broke up when they was on top?
Nobody.
No.
Nobody. No female singing R&B group, blues, jazz, nothing.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of crazy,
It is, man.
but it just had to happen to come back.
Man.
It had to happen to come back. Cube got to this. Dre got to that. It just had to happen like that. Amazing. I
Yeah.
mean, amazing.
Yeah. Me growing up, I grew up as a big N.W.A. fan.
Mhm.
And, my favorite song, hands down, is Fuck the Police.
and that's another thing. 30
You know?
years later, it's still up to date.
Yeah.
It's telling the same thing been going on. See, we
Right.
didn't create the song.
Right.
We just was bold enough to say, in them days, like nowadays they can get in the cop face and tell them F them. We couldn't do that in them days. No, you get beat down right
is that
there.
right? Oh, they wasn't playing like that.
Nah.
Oh.
So we was just bold enough to say what people wanted to say.
Right.
That's all it was.
Man.
I mean, the police problem been going on way before us. Way before us. Now they in their face and all.
Yeah.
You couldn't do that
Punching
in them
them
days.
and
Yeah,
everything.
You couldn't do
Yep.
that in them days. But so we would
Man.
just, we had the balls to do it.
Right.
And 30 years later,
That's crazy,
It's
man.
just-
You're a living legend, man. You
ah,
are, man. You know, that's crazy. I've never talked to a legend before. That's my first time, man. So it's a pleasure, man. You know, are you still in conversation and communication with Dre and
Yeah.
Cube and everybody?
Yeah, I mean, me and Dre
everybody?
just went to the Rams game a few weeks, about a month ago. And
Oh,
stuff.
okay, nice.
So that's the first time I seen him probably in 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we text here and there. We not phone conversations,
Yeah.
but we text here and there.
Are you gonna be attending the Super Bowl?
I don't
halftime
know.
show
I
with
mean,
them?
if I get invited or whatever,
Yeah.
we never know. Because he told me about the Super Bowl before they even announced it and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's some more other things he got coming. So
right.
I ain't gonna say, but
Right.
some other things. So,
Right.
but
Hopefully
yeah, I
we
mean,
hope.
it's just amazing that all this came from these 5 guys. Originally was 6, but the 6th Arabian Prince, he was kind of in the group or just at the same time. He wasn't really part of the group. Because once we started doing Straight Outta Compton album and all this easy, he wasn't around. He was back to being solo. And it's just
Oh.
amazing that these 5 guys from Compton, all we was trying to do was just make a few little hits. Not gold or platinum or double or none of them thoughts. Not Hall of Fame, not a movie, but just a few bucks.
So you never thought that you would be traveling and making
Oh,
the money that you
no.
was making and the
No.
contract, like
Nothing.
famous? You never thought
Never.
that? Never seen it or
That's how
nothing?
our mind was set, was just making what we made. Think about it, and we made what we wanted to make, not for what they wanted us to
Right.
make. Not radio hits and stuff like that. Even though we made radio versions of Straight Outta Compton in Easy's first album, that was just business-wise smart.
Right.
But yeah, nobody was like, yeah, we're going to be famous one day. No, that thought was never there. Maybe that's why the group did whatever it did. It did so well.
Man.
Because we didn't think, oh yeah, I'm going to sell 1 million. No, 1 million? That was not even heard of.
No. No. Those are numbers you guys did, man.
Yeah.
Big time numbers.
Yeah.
You know. I didn't know that you have, I believe, 8 siblings.
Yeah.
How was that, man?
It's, some, the truth.
Yeah.
Because I was the last boy and there's one girl under me.
Okay.
So they was all by the same parents, which is rare.
Oh, that's a blessing, man. Oh,
Which
yeah,
is
that's
very
very
rare.
rare. Yeah.
And the parents was Mary and Joseph.
Right. That part.
But it was
that part.
it was cool. But for me, I didn't get nothing new because
Right.
by the time it got down to me, they had got divorced after all was born.
Right.
So I never had a new bicycle and none of this. I didn't get none of the mom and daddy stuff my other brothers got.
Right.
They got the pictures and I don't have no baby pictures, nothing.
Man.
So I got the short end of the stick.
Right.
I mean, but I'm cool about
You're
it. But
cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you came up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it just.
It worked out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. I mean, but it was cool, One house, one bathroom, 8, 9 people. Hey, that's how you did back in them days.
Man. Now, you played the drums at one of your brother's wedding
I DJ.
Oh,
But I
DJ.
didn't know I was DJing.
at that time.
At the time, it was 8-track.
Wow.
The night before, I set the songs on the 8-track.
Yeah.
So the next day with his reception, I just put in there, play one song, pull it out, put in another one. There wasn't no mixing and that, but that was DJing. I was controlling the party
Man.
or the little reception. So
You're the first DJ on the West Coast to scratch.
I don't want to admit that. I know it's the truth.
It is the truth.
But, Davey D, which is Curtis Blow's DJ at the
Curtis
time.
Blow's DJ, right?
I remember him teaching me. I'm just like, wow, okay. Because I've heard scratching from Grandmaster Flash, Wheels of Steel. I heard it. but I never seen it. Because
Right.
you know, there wasn't no videos back then.
No.
There wasn't no internet. No TikTok.
No tutorials on YouTube.
No
to do it.
University
Right.
of YouTube.
Right. Yep.
But and I learned it, and I just like, wow. I just started practicing.
Yeah.
And this was a couple of years before Drake was even around.
Man.
Oh yeah.
What inspired you to even DJ and you know, do the whole play drums like
You know,
Like-
I wanted to be a fireman
originally?
originally. When I got out of 12th grade, I wanted to be a fireman. So I walked up to a fire station. I want to get an application. Once I found out you can't get an application in,
Oh man.
that career was over.
Damn.
It was career. I thought I was gonna play baseball too, because I played baseball 5 years in a row.
Oh wow.
I had a great arm. I can catch everything, hit.
pitch and everything.
But once I got to high school, work, play baseball. I'm going to work.
yeah, you gotta get
So,
that money.
Yeah, I couldn't, I had to have school money every morning. So, I didn't want to eat in the county line over there.
Right.
So.
Yeah. That food ain't really all that, man.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome, man. Yeah, that's I don't know. I think like we were saying before, we started was, having faith is a great thing and being able to manifest things and laws of attraction. You just gotta see yourself there, and you constantly see it. If you believe it, you can achieve it and you can receive it.
Oh, yeah.
If you can see it and have it in your mind, you can have it in your hand.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's just, you got to believe in yourself too.
Yeah.
A lot of people, low self-esteem or something,
Depression.
I
and
can't
all
do
that
this. I can't. I don't stress about anything. I never have stress, but I really don't stress. And I was homeless in 2010 to 2013.
stuff. Right.
Not on the street homeless, but coming from houses,
Right.
yachts, and
Boats,
this and that.
30 cars. Didn't you have like 30 cars?
I think I had 50 cars.
50.
50
Damn.
plus. Yeah, that was my drug.
Man.
50 new cars.
Wow.
I like the smell of the new car.
Yeah. Damn. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, but being homeless, I never stress. But I look at it like this. A bill comes, either you got the money or you don't got the money. The stress is in the middle.
Yeah. The panic, the worry.
That's where the heart attacks and the strokes and the
Right.
aneurysm, all this stuff comes
Right.
from. I'm just so clear-minded now. I mean, and it's so crazy. When I was homeless, and the way I got out of being homeless is God sent my wife to me. I got married. She had a 1-bedroom apartment. That's how I became unhomeless.
Man. How did you guys meet?
I've been knowing her since like 89. We had my second kid. I have 3 kids. She had the middle kid.
Okay.
But I never wanted to get married. And he gave me the name. And the next day she called me, and I haven't talked to her in months. And I said, "You're my wife." And she said, "Huh?" I said, "Yeah, I'm saved now. I just got saved."
Right.
Hello. Are you there on the phone?
Right.
It's like she fell.
Damn.
Because me
Damn.
being saved was not
Right.
in the same picture.
Right.
Because I was not looking for God.
Right.
I didn't know nothing about God.
Right.
And I just, my mother went to church all the time, but that just wasn't me. But it would just had to be my time. And my time came when I became homeless, and I got saved in the middle of that.
Man.
And nobody came up to me and said, "You're going to hell distant." Nobody. He just told me, a pastor I never met him.
Right.
He told me about my life. I'm like, what is this guy doing? Told me about my life and said, "Oh, you just got to go get saved." He didn't say come to him.
Right.
I said, "I'm coming to you." 3 days later, I got saved. And so crazy thing about it, I got saved that night. It's like that was the best sleep I ever had.
Yeah.
Like the whole world came off my shoulder. The next morning,
Wow.
I was still homeless.
Right.
I was still homeless. But
Yeah.
after that process, a month later, he gave me the word DJ. He just put DJ in my mind.
Yeah.
And I'm telling my friend, and then end up hooking it up. I've been to 100 countries in 4 years, 4 or 5 years. He gave me my wife. He gave me, this is when, right at the beginning, before the movie was shot.
Okay.
This was before, it was shot in 2014, but this was 2013.
Okay.
I just got saved, and I talked to Q for the first time in years.
Right.
You telling
Well,
me?
seeing him on the set.
No. This first time we talked on the phone. This was before the set was even thought of.
Oh, okay.
This was when Universal just picked it up
Okay.
to do it. But this is the crazy part. It didn't come to after I got saved. They've been trying to work on that movie for 10 years. When I got saved, late 2012, that January or February, I talked to Q. Oh, Universal just picked up the movie. We're going to do a movie. I'm like, oh, okay. After that, my wife and I just been in church ever since.
Right.
I don't play with this. I mean, just like I did adult movies for 15 years. I made 350 movies. But I was 100% at it.
Right.
Music, I was 100% at
Right.
it. Women, 120% at it. But that's what I did. That's what I did. And once I got saved, I didn't know nothing about it. I jumped in all the way.
Right.
I don't play with this. I don't look
Full
back.
throttle.
You know what's so crazy? This is the most fun I had in life.
Is that right?
Even when in the days where I had $500,000 in my pocket, cars, yachts, pick any girl, pick any. I'm more fun now because it's different now.
Yeah.
Way different.
Man.
I don't do the sinful stuff, the chasing the women. You know, I'm married. I'm good. But I'm just having more because I'm at peace. See, what the thing about it, millionaires, billionaires, people trying to get to peace and joy. You can't buy it. You can't steal it. You can't borrow it. Oh, let me borrow your peace for a little while. No, it only comes from God.
That's
I am
deep.
at
That is deep.
just relax, peace.
That's deep. That is deep.
That's
man.
where you want to get to.
Yeah.
And he gives it to you. You can't ask for it.
Right.
It just comes.
There we go.
And I figured it out one day. I was sitting on a chair, and I could look down the hall in the house. I said, this is peace. Wasn't about no money. Wasn't about nothing. I was like, really? It's just like your mind is just at ease. I have never felt it before. Never. Even with the baddest girl in the bed or the most money, the most never felt that. But that's where these millionaires and these rich people are trying to get to. They don't know it, but that's what they want to get to.
Right.
There's only one way.
There's only one way. I like that. I believe that. Hallelujah to that, man. There we go.
I'm going to get up in here and preach in a minute.
Yes, sir. Preacher Yella.
You know what's
Yeah.
You know what's so crazy since you said that?
What's up, man?
That's my goal.
To become a preacher?
Yeah.
Hey, you can achieve that.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah, man.
I mean, people like, yeah, that's where I'm going.
Yeah.
It ain't that I wanted to go there.
Right.
He's leading me that
Leading
way.
you there. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Man, testimonies, man.
Yeah. Everybody got a testimony.
Yeah.
Everybody.
For sure.
We
100%.
come from dirt. We come from the scum. We come from sin. That's what we was born into it.
Right.
We didn't act to get into it. It's in us.
It's just, yeah.
But that's where my journey is. I don't know if I'm going to be a pastor in the pulpit or evangelist or whatever, but I like talking about the word.
Right.
I like, man.
Yeah, and you have a beautiful testimony, man, because, you don't really hear that story from anybody. Being able to be a millionaire, be on top of the world, be a legend, Hall of Famer, all these things. Cars, the yachts, the boats, the house, all
then
that
go
stuff.
homeless.
And then go homeless. EBT, right? You know what I'm saying? And then, to turn your life to God and get blessed again and actually be in peace, have peace.
Yes.
Because that's crazy, to have all those things and not even be like peaceful. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's
You know
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
people live like that. They think I can go out on my $1 million yacht. Or they think that's peace.
Right.
It's fun. You can do what you want. You can buy what you want, but you can't buy peace.
Man, that is deep. And you can't buy love.
Nope.
You could buy lust.
Yeah, all day
Right,
long.
all
Come on
day
now.
long. But not
Act
love.
like you love me.
Yeah,
Here,
right.
Let me
Yeah,
kick you
here's some
down.
money. Right. Yeah, that part. Let's get back to the NWA movie set. Now, I heard Suge pulled up to the movie set.
You know something? When only a couple of people asked me that, and we know who we talking about asked that question. I wasn't there,
Right.
so I can't talk about it, and ain't my thing.
Right.
Hey, I don't know nothing about it.
Right.
I stay out of grown folks' business.
That part. I feel
That's how you do that.
That's how you do it. Mind your business. That's right. So what you doing these days, man? Besides, are you still DJing around the world and stuff like that now?
Yeah, I've been DJing so much, but the pandemic it just stopped.
Slowed it
So
down.
I wrote the
Yeah.
book,
Okay.
and now I'm just doing the book now, book tours, book signings, and stuff
Right.
like that.
Right.
Am I gonna get back to DJing if God want me to?
Right.
He set it up the first time. If He want me to,
Right.
I mean, I like expressing my testimony.
Right.
I think I'm going to be, talking in churches and doing my testimony everywhere.
yeah.
I know that's where I'm
Yeah.
going. So
For sure.
Oh yeah.
Could we see N.W.A.
I don't know.
reunion?
Before you even ask.
You knew what I was gonna ask.
I mean,
Yeah.
I look
I
at
think the fans want it, man.
I look at
I
it
know
like
I
this.
want that.
I look
man.
at it like this. The big rock and rollers still touring at 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
They still tour.
Oh yeah.
What is wrong with us? And I don't mean NW. I mean, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
What is wrong with us?
I don't know.
I don't care if we don't like each other. Whatever.
Yeah.
Let's go get 4 tour buses.
Yeah.
Be on the stage at this time,
Yeah.
hour and a half, get off.
Yeah.
Collect that money.
Get that money. Get that bag.
These rock and rollers, man, they could barely walk.
Yeah.
And
A lot of old groups, man.
be going out
Yeah.
200 shows a year.
For sure.
I don't know what's wrong with us. We've been ruined for so long.
Yeah.
I don't know if because a lot of us, like me, single family parent, growing up, it's a lot of
It could be a lot of elements.
things. We don't
Right.
trust each other. We don't share things with each other.
Right.
We don't like each other.
Yeah. And that's like my boy Saying African would say, shout out to Saying African. He would say that's called a nigga mind.
Yeah. I mean, it's a shame. We didn't start it.
No, we
it
didn't.
was way before
No,
us.
yeah.
But, man, we need to stick together.
Yeah.
I mean, right after the movie, that's what they wanted. That was the most anticipated tour, was that tour. Didn't happen.
Man.
Don't know why. Never was asked.
Yeah.
So, but you never know in the future. You never know.
Yeah, right. I would
never
like to
know.
see that, man.
Yeah, a lot of people
I think we need that.
Around the world wanted to see
The whole world want to see
Yeah,
that.
because when I DJ around the world, the movie been everywhere.
Yeah.
Malaysia, I don't care, Singapore, I don't care where you go, been there.
Yeah.
I've been to Dubai, Bahrain, everywhere.
And that's dope because everybody knows who you guys are.
yeah. Oh, especially since the internet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not just group wise, individually.
and 20 years
period.
old, 15 years old. Oh, I love it. I'm like, it's a whole new generation.
Yeah.
Whole new generation. Without the internet, social media these days, it wouldn't have happened. It would not have happened. But think about it. That's what I'm saying. It's a 30-year span
Yeah.
from the heyday to now even more heyday.
Man.
But I tell people this, that group was blessed.
For
We didn't know it. That group was blessed for some reason.
You guys,
telling you.
you guys definitely was.
Yeah.
What's some of the music you like listening to when you was growing up? Some of the groups that
I mean, George Clinton. I mean,
Yeah.
Parliament, Funkadelic,
Funkadelics, yeah.
Rick James. I mean, but when I was younger, this is the 70s, music, it wasn't black radio. It was just all mixed together. So you had to hear some Rod Stewart or rock, then R&B.
Right.
Rock. So I can adjust all this
All
stuff.
the genres.
Oh, yeah. And when I DJ around the world, I only play old school music, old school rap, late 80s, early 90s.
That's the best
That's
stuff.
all they want to hear.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear none of this other stuff.
No.
There's nothing wrong with the new stuff, but that's what they want.
Right. Who's some of the new artists you listen to now?
None.
Or-
I don't listen to nothing new.
Okay.
I don't even really don't listen to music
Yeah.
until it's time to DJ or something like that.
Okay.
I can listen to classical. I just
Yeah.
relax. I'm more
Yeah.
just relax and stuff like that. But they ain't just Kendrick. There was
Right.
a few people out
Oh,
there,
yeah.
different styles nowadays.
for sure.
But nothing wrong. They selling records. They making money.
Yeah.
But around the world want to hear old school.
Yeah.
That style. So somebody new gonna come up with an old school way, and it's gonna come back again.
I think it needs to.
Yeah.
I think the new stuff.
Well, everybody sounds the same. There's a million
Exactly.
groups now.
Exactly.
You can make an album on your phone in the bathroom.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're 100% right. Everybody sounds the same.
Yeah.
They rap the same. It's monkey see, monkey do. Nobody really now is just original.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even the beats are all the same.
Sound like it's the same producer through all.
It sound exactly, and the same rapper. Yeah. So I look at it like this: why buy this guy's mixtape for $10?
Yeah.
You know, and you got this guy's mixtape for $20. Might as well buy the cheaper one. They sound the same. The beats are the same.
Or you just wait till it's free on the internet.
You can do that too. You can download it for free if you want, but if it's trash, then you got to delete it because I ain't wasting my storage on my iPhone for no trash ass shit. I'm just being 100, Yella. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep it G in this mug. You know what I mean? You know, and but that's what I grew up on, man.
Yeah.
You know, the old school stuff. You know, the 70s, the 80s. I was born in 85.
Okay.
So I grew up on.
So you got an old soul.
I do. Not
man. A new soul.
No,
old one.
I'm old school with it, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm talking about, you know, the Barcades.
Oh, come on
Midnight
now.
Star, Patrice Russian. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That, you know, that's the stuff I grew up on. You know, that funky stuff. I like the funk, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? The disco was good.
I mean, War. I mean, come on.
Oh, man. I forgot about
Low Rider. Come on
Yeah.
now. War, the world is a ghetto. Come on.
Oh, man.
That's
man.
what I listen to.
Oh, man.
I don't listen to the 60s. Well, some James Brown. I like some of the James Brown. He was funky.
Curtis Blow.
Yeah.
Curtis Mayfield.
Oh, come on.
You know what I'm saying? I know I'm probably throwing you for a loop right now. You're like, how this dude
This
know?
young guy.
Yeah. No, I mean, because that's what I grew up, because, you know, my dad, okay, so my father, his dad, which is my grandpa, you know, he was a big time pianist.
Oh, okay.
Right? And play keyboard. He used to play in front of Al Capone.
Oh,
actually,
really?
in
Wow.
front of Al Capone, literally.
Wow.
You know, so I've always had that in my blood.
Yeah.
You know, something musically.
Yeah, it's that soul.
It's that,
you got it.
you know, it's like a bloodline or something.
Yeah.
And but I just always been in tuned with good music,
Yeah.
great melodies, great rhythms, great concepts of songs, and great
Thank
hooks. And
Yeah.
we don't have that these days.
No, because they just make it bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
Quick.
There's
yeah,
no
it makes
poise in it.
money, but it's just like video. They all the same. Girls drink this, that.
Yeah.
It's nothing. new.
Nothing
I mean,
different.
Because think about this. The old school hip hop, when you hear just a second of the song, you know where it came from.
Yeah.
You know what camp, what group, nobody sound the same.
Man.
That's what was the fun of them days. Because
Right.
it wasn't that many. So, you know, everybody had their own style,
Yeah.
own sound. It just, and the thing about it, the sounds we got, we had to work to get them sounds.
Yeah.
You can't just Google it. Oh, let me get. No, we had to
sample and
listen,
stuff like that.
sample,
Right.
replay it or something. I mean,
Right.
and studios. You know, you
Man.
had to go in the big studio back in them
and
days to
chop
make
it
songs.
up and
Oh yeah, I mean,
Man.
we had to do what you do on a computer edited. Me and Dre used to cut tape,
right.
splice stuff together.
Damn.
See, they don't even use the word splice no more.
Right. That part. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we learned it from the ground up. We learned how to mix, master. See, people don't master no more, except the heavyweights.
Right.
You know, Dre or something.
Quick and all that. Right.
But you
right.
gotta mastering is a totally different step.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, a lot of people don't know how to work the EQs.
Oh,
The
yeah.
vocals are louder than the beat, or the beat is louder than the vocals.
Because you know
It's
what it is?
distorted and-
They listening to the stuff in an untuned room.
Mm,
Studios back then, the room was tuned.
right.
So what you hear is the true sound.
Man.
I got you.
Yeah,
huh?
you did. You know, I've heard this from different, you know, big time major producers around the world and other rappers and stuff. They said nobody masters like Dre.
Yeah. No,
There's something about whatever he does, he's a genius at, you know, when it comes to mastering.
We learn it's not the mastering, it's the mixing.
The mixing. Okay.
It's the mixing. The mastering is just the 2-track of whatever you done.
Okay.
It's just enhancing the little highs, the little bass, or
Right.
whatever. But it's the mixing.
Mm,
We learned that from day one. That's what we did.
wow.
We mix all Ruthless stuff, everything, and you got to have an ear for it.
Right. That producer.
But see,
ear.
but how we cheated when we record the original beats and all that, we EQ them a lot.
Oh.
So when it's time to mix again, we EQing again.
Did you guys use more stereo or mono? I believe
Mono.
Mono, right?
Well, everything is mono. A board, 48 tracks, it's all single tracks. Stereo is only like a mix of something, and the sound is a little different on each side. That's what stereo is.
That's all it was.
They don't even say stereo no more. I don't know what they call it. But yeah, every
old school
track.
terms.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, just like a microphone, it's on one track.
Right.
You know, it's just mono. It's just every track is a mono track. But it's just hearing it. We learned. We had to learn it the hard way. We had to learn on our own. And if you think about this, straight out of Compton, all our stuff was made because we was DJs. It's mixed. The album is mixed like a mixtape.
Yeah.
It didn't just go fade out.
No, it didn't.
No, it had like,
Commercial.
We were the first ones
type.
to do the commercial.
Yeah.
Because it was like mixing records.
That's
where we came from, DJs.
Man. That's hard. That's hard, man. Damn.
I'm blowing your mind, huh?
Yeah, man. Putting me on so much game, dude.
Yeah.
I thought I knew. I didn't really know shit, I guess.
You knew that much.
I mean, I knew that, but yeah. Man, I'm getting humble like a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, man. We just, and everything we learned on our own.
Right.
I mean, we learned, like all the Ruthless stuff, we had the SB 1200.
Okay.
We have the Roland MC 500, which is a sequencer.
Okay.
Then we had the 808, MIDI 808 back then.
The bass, right.
This was ahead of itself. They didn't have it. Very few people had a MIDI 808. So when we recorded our song, we used the SB 1200 and the 808 together.
Oh.
And then the keyboards play with it. It's all in sync.
Did they have MPCs also back then?
We never used one.
Okay.
Dre started using it probably on the Death Row days.
Okay.
But we used only SB 1200.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
But we had to do it the old way. We had a track 24 was a thing called Simpty. It was just a crazy sound. Okay. But it syncs the machines together. So we had to do it the hard way.
Man, no cutting corners or nothing.
No, it just that's the way it had to be done.
See, it's easier now because like I mean you could download an app application on your laptop and it has all the drums, all the snares, all the hi-hats, all the you know what I'm saying?
We had to do all that by hand.
Man.
From this song we take just the snare.
Right.
Trunk it to get back then they call it truncate, which is just editing it.
Right. Damn.
But analog sound better than digital. And Dre told me, but it took him a long time to go from analog to digital. Like in Dre's studio now, you got a big SSL board, you know.
Is that the mixing board?
Yeah, it's like 100 tracks or whatever it is. He got the digital, but the board, I think his board is analog, if I'm not mistaken. It goes from, according to the digital, through the analog to warm it up. Because the analog is fatter. But bass, that's how we got more bass back then. The songs now are louder than all. It's just because digital can go loud.
Right.
But it's the bass. The bass is like that. On the new stuff, it's a little thinner. Nowadays, people wouldn't know the difference. But if you hear the old stuff, you listen to the Beastie Boys.
Oh, yeah.
That bass, it's just fat.
Yeah, and crisp.
Yes.
And crisp.
Because it wasn't sampled. It wasn't sampled.
Right. Damn, man.
Come on now.
Damn.
This is me you're talking to.
I feel you put me on game. Damn, dude. Damn. Yeah, I mean, and just like, you know, with the studios now, right? Like back then, you guys used to have to really put money into studios.
Oh, no,
rent studios, this and that.
Yeah.
Now,
it's in your bedroom or closet.
Come on.
On your phone, sitting in your car.
Yeah.
You know, it's cool. It's just, it's today's music, but back then it was just totally different.
Man.
Everybody couldn't do it. That's why everybody couldn't make it.
Right.
Because, you know, studios, $50, $100 an hour, whatever it was back then. Who had that kind of money in them days? So it was rare to be able to get in a 24 track.
Man. Let me ask you, what's some advice you can give some up and coming DJs that's trying to make a name for themselves?
I just say, do what you do. Do whatever it is. Don't do it because they like it or that's what we did. We made the music the way we wanted to. The lyrics, our lyrics was when you open our door, that's what we talked about. We didn't talk about Disneyland, Washington, New York.
Right.
We only talked about the ghetto. For us, fortunately, the ghetto is everywhere around the world.
Right.
So, but that's what I tell young people. Just do what you do. Do what you like. If you like it, cool. Then once you start making it for people, if they like it, it's cool.
Right.
But if they don't like it, it's still cool.
Yeah.
That's what we did.
Man.
Think about it. We had the cuss words and everything, you know. It was hard. We had no radio play back then, no video play, no nothing. We didn't get none of that. We got banned on MTV.
Damn.
Straight out of Compton, got banned on MTV. Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
No radio play, no nothing.
Damn. And still made it big, though. Still.
Yes.
Yeah. Damn. Damn. Now.
Teaching a little bit, youngster.
Put me on game. Damn, I'm so humbled right now, man. I can't get live, man. Again, this is just an honor, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just being able to sit down, have a conversation with
Yeah.
you. You know, I don't like to call my podcast. I don't like to interview anybody.
Yeah, that's what I like talking.
We're having an actual. We're
Yeah.
conversing. We're having a
Yeah.
conversation. You know, and that's what it's about, man. With that being said, I do have a segment on my show.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Would You Rather.
Well, all right. Okay. Let me see what it is. Let me
You know
see
what I'm
if
saying? So basically, it's 10 questions,
Okay.
10 choices.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And we gonna get right into this.
Okay. All right.
You know?
Let me see what you got.
Are you ready, old school?
Oh, yeah. OG is ready.
OG. All right, let's go. Number 1. Would you rather have nosy neighbors or noisy neighbors?
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Noisy, sometimes it get on your nerves, especially if it's in the middle of the night.
Right.
The nosy ones, mostly in the daytime or them peeking out their window. I'll take the nosy.
So you would rather have a nosy neighbor?
Not that noisy one. Oh,
Okay. Okay. How about if she's a Karen? you know, but that's another story.
Yeah.
Number 2, here we go. Would you rather have no candy on Halloween or no turkey on Thanksgiving?
Give me no candy on Halloween.
No candy on Halloween.
That turkey, that once a year, that dressing.
Yeah.
Oh,
mac and cheese, mashed potatoes.
You got to know how to make the giblets. See, you probably never heard of giblets dressing.
Nah.
That goes on top of the dressing.
No, man, you put me
Youngster.
on. Damn.
The yams. Oh, come on now. The macaroni cheese got to be baked just right. It's hard on the top. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm from the ghetto.
Hey, have you ever had mac and cheese with panko crumbs on top?
What is that?
Panko crumbs. Okay, so panko crumbs
ain't from the ghetto. I don't know about
you
that.
Ain't messing with, all right, let's move on. All right, here's a good one. Would you rather sing your favorite song in front of a sold-out crowd or sing the song in front of the original artist?
Ooh, that's a good one. I like the crowd,
Right.
but I'd rather be in front of the artist.
Okay, the original artist of the song.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a good one. I would have chosen
Yeah.
that one also. Here we go. Question's getting a little hot now. You ready?
Yep.
All right. Would you rather be the person who turns on the switch during executions or be the judge who decides who should be executed? Ooh-wee!
Ooh, if I had to,
Ooh!
I would want to be either one of them.
Right.
But if I had
If
to,
you had to pick
it would
one,
be the one that cut the switch.
to turn the switch on.
Yeah, because I wouldn't be the one, the judge. Or,
Right.
Nah.
You ain't
can
messing
have-
with.
Nah.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
just doing my job, boss.
Just turn the
Click,
switch. Right.
off, get him out of here.
I agree. Same thing for me. Same thing. All right. Would you rather use honey for shaving cream or maple syrup?
Honey, maple syrup is good.
Yeah.
So if you're shaving, get a little in your mouth, you can eat the maple syrup. I
Right.
don't like honey, so
Right.
I'll take the maple syrup.
Do the maple syrup? Okay. Okay, the maple syrup is good. Maple syrup is a good one. All right, here we go. Whew. You ready for this one?
Yep.
I'm gonna have to put my hat on forward for this one. I'm gonna put the hat on forward for this one. Yeah. Don't get mad at me for this one.
Okay. Right. We'll rumble afterwards.
Yeah. Here we go. Would you rather sit down and have dinner with Suge Knight or Jerry Heller?
Oh. Wow. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
You know something? I'm a tap out on that.
You gonna tap out? You throw the towel in?
I throw the towel. That question. That's a good one. I can't even touch that one.
You gotta throw the towel in.
I give you that.
All
one.
right, yes, sir. There we go, baby. All right, here we go, DJ Yella. Would you rather have Michael Jackson as president or Prince?
Ooh, gotta be Prince. He got it. No, that's my
right. He got it.
So he can't be doing that.
No.
Prince, you know, Prince was about the women.
Right.
Michael was just about the music.
Right.
Prince all day long.
So Prince all day.
All day.
Okay. All right.
To doves cry.
Okay. So there we go. Damn it. Hell yeah. All right. Would you rather live forever as a nigga with an attitude or forever live a thug life?
Ooh. Well, we know in reality we can't get either one, but
right.
Play with your question.
Okay.
Play with your question.
Okay.
I like the attitude.
Nigga with attitude.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. Number 10. It's the last one.
Okay, I got
It's the
you.
last one. Would you rather eat a box of dry spaghetti noodles or 2 cups of dry rice?
Whoa. Let me see. I remember being a child chewing on dry spaghetti, you know, out the box. I chewed on that before. Not much, but rice?
That's another animal, ain't
I'll
it?
take the spaghetti.
The spaghetti? I think I would have done that too. I would have did the spaghetti noodles out the box, dry. Yes. All right. Well, man, you done completed the 10 of the Would You Rathers, man. So you had to tap out of the.
I had to tap out of
the
that
Suge Knight and Jerry Heller one.
That was a cold. Yeah, to bring that up a little bit.
Cold game.
Man, that was a good one.
That was I had to hit you with that one. I said, man, let me switch it up. I said,
you didn't hit me with the left. You hit me with the right, left.
Hey, man, come on, man. Yeah, you know. Okay, man. Well, how can the fans find you?
Simple. DJ Yella of N.W.A. That's Instagram and Facebook. Simple.
Right.
And my book, if you're looking for it, Straight Outta Compton, My Untold Stories, DJYellaofNWA.com.
Okay.
Simple. Okay. That's where they get the actual autographed books and everything.
Oh, nice.
Or they can find the book on Barnes & Nobles, Amazon.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
But, you know, it's so crazy. I never wanted to write the book, but it got 5-star reviews on Amazon. People, they can relate to the book. That's how I know I didn't make the book for money. I made the book for the testimony to show how good God is.
Right.
He took a sinner like me. I think I was the worst next to Judas. Judas is the worst sinner in the world.
Right.
But I was next to him.
Damn.
But he came and still got me. So that's my testimony to the world.
Right.
I don't care what you're doing, murder, rape, whatever it is, you can still be saved.
Yeah.
Long as you breathing, got air in your body,
It's not too late.
it's not too late.
That
But once that last breath, it's over.
It's over.
How that tree falls is what it's going to be. Whatever you was doing.
That's it. Yeah. It's done after that.
Oh, yeah.
It's done.
I mean, I'm into this 100. This is my life now.
Yeah.
This is it. I ain't no Hollywood saved.
Right.
No.
Well, if you like it, I love it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. This has been another episode of Drinks with Jinx, the podcast where we chill, drink, and conversate. This is DJ Yella. You already know who it is and what it is. Enjoy your night. Till the next one.